So what do you hope to bring to the table for this series?
So, I'm very fond of Casting Workbook, and Christopher has done an amazing job, and so has Omari in the first season. And what started off as just a way to connect with actors around the world during COVID turned out to be this show that actors around the world were tuning into because they were getting insightful information from actors and casting directors all around the world. So I think what I could bring to the show is just my connections and my knowledge of the industry. I'm very plugged into the movie and TV industry. So I'm plugged into junkets and interviews with celebrities and all those shows that are coming out. So I'm hoping to kind of call in on some favors with Netflix and movie studios and actor friends of mine so that they could come on to the show and kind of share their experience and their journey with acting and help the actors who are listening and tuning in kind of perfect their craft.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Um, so what are the aspects of the show that when actors and or maybe casting agents will log on, or like the up and comers, what would they find beneficial when listening to your web series or podcast?
So much. We had spoken, the first show was with a mother and daughter duo out of New Mexico, and they were the Good Faith Casting. And they've casted so many movies out in Los Angeles, Albuquerque, and New Mexico. And they were basically just giving tips to all of these actors who were starting out, what you need in your reel, what you need to do with a casting agent, what they're looking for, tips on how to perfect your audition, when you need to know when to leave your agent if you have one and it's not working out and you're not getting enough auditions.
That's a big one.
That's a really big one,
That's
right?
a big one. Yeah.
Also, do's and don'ts of an audition reel, especially now, like I was saying, of submitting your virtual audition, what you should and shouldn't do, how to update your portfolio, networking, who to network with, how not to do it so that they have some pet peeves. Don't cold call. Do you need an agent for certain things, or can you get it an audition without an agent? So yeah, a lot of really informative tips. Is it important for actors to be on social media? Does followers really count for people who want to become actors? And the answer is no.
Right.
And speaking to so many casting directors, they often tell you, we don't care how many followers you have. We
Right.
just care if you can act and if you're
Right.
talented. Because whether you're an influencer or not and you have hundreds of thousands of followers, it's not going to help you when you're trying to pretend to be somebody. So, yeah. And
That's
one of the
true.
yeah, and one of the advices that she had given was, she's like, acting is all about lying. And we need to see that you're really good at that. So
Right.
we got a lot of good tips and insightful information.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So what are some of the things you're looking forward to being the host of the Working Actors?
So I'm excited because I get to meet and hear from actors all around the world. When we first did our first show for season 2, we had actors from New York, the UK, Spain, Canada, and it's just a great community of actors, all kind of a part of this show who want to ask important questions. I'm the moderator, so basically I try to get to all of their questions so that they can have a say, but they have a front row seat, basically like they're in a theater and they have a front row seat to our guests, and our guest gets to just answer all their questions and help them.
Very nice, very nice. Is there certain people you would like to see on your show this season, or do you get full control of that maybe, or maybe you can give a shout out of who you like to have on your show this season?
Goodness, I mean, we can set the bar really high. And obviously, I mean, there's so many good movies that are out right now. I'm part of the Critics' Choice Association, and I've seen a lot of really great films this year. And
Hmm.
especially with award season being just around the corner, I would love to get, Andra Day, who's in the United States versus Billie Holiday, who is just getting so much praise for her performance as Billie Holiday. I'd love to speak to Lee Daniels. There's so many female great directors too, Regina King.
Hmm.
And also, local Canadians who have paved the way to make, a Canadian success story like Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek. And I'd
Right.
love Jay Baruchel, who's shooting a film right here in Montreal. I reached out to his agent and I've interviewed Jay many times. And I'm like, I would love to have you on this show so you can share your knowledge of how you did it, but also how you've also transitioned from being an actor to now a director. So I think that's really important to give his point of view on what he's looking for going forward with his movies,
Right.
but also to, give hope to other actors that, you can be, you can have multi layers to your talent. And, we start off in front of the camera, but as we've seen, they often, the dream is to be behind the camera, like a
Right.
George Clooney, etc. So that's what I'm hoping to get. I'm hoping to get some friends and I'm hoping to get some contacts in.
Awesome. So when can we tune in? When does it start? Who's on your first episode? And tell us tell us about the links and how we can log on.
It's free for all actors who are a member of the casting workbook. So you can log on every week and check out it live. It's once a week. And then afterwards, you can just check it out because you can stream it on Spotify and Apple, et cetera, et cetera. We kicked off our first season with the woman from Good Faith Casting. We'll have Maxime Roy on, and we'll also have Karine Banas, who's going to be on to talk about their journey into acting. And we're working on getting a whole bunch of other great people too. But right now, we're working hard on making it a really great season too.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations again on being the host of this new series, and all the best of luck to you.
Thank you. It was so great meeting you, and hopefully I'll see you soon on a carpet.